Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Good afternoon, Lady Liberator basketball fans. We're here on the campus of Drury University here at the Weiser Gymnasium here on the last and final day of the Pink and White Lady Classic. Your Lady Liberators will take on the Clever Blue Jays for the Pink Bracket Consolation Championship here at Weiser Gymnasium. And we are set to tip off in about 8.5 minutes. Clever Lady Blue Jays coming in with a record of 7-5 so far who they've played in this tournament. They were knocked off by the 4-seeded the Skyline Lady Tigers in the opening round, 52-48. And then they advanced on to the left side of the bracket, defeating the Central Lady Bulldogs 61-19. And then yesterday afternoon, they defeated the host school, the Greenwood Lady Blue Jays, 73-57. The Bolivar Lady Liberators coming in with a record of 7-3. They were knocked off by the 7-seeded Miller Lady Cardinals in the opening round, 62-48. And then went to the left side of the bracket and defeated the Camdenton Lady Lakers on Saturday afternoon, 59-47. And then yesterday, they came up victorious with a score over the Carthage Lady Tigers, 46-28. We got a couple milestones here that are noted for the Lady Liberators. First off, Coach Darren Archer, which is in his 35th season here at the helm, not just at Bolivar, but at different schools, is going to be looking for his 500th career win here today as he sets at .499. And then we got senior guard Carly Cripps, when I was told before I came on here, is 25 points away for eclipsing 1,500 career points. So two pretty big milestones there for Coach Archer and senior guard Carly Cripps. On the boys' side of for the Liberators, they advanced on after yesterday's victory against the Stratford Indians, 62-48, and they will head on over to the Hammond Student Center here this evening at 7 o'clock, and they will tip off against the Ozark Tigers, and that will be for 5th place in the gold division bracket of the blue and gold. So a lot of basketball action going on here for the Liberators and the Lady Liberators here in Springfield in the next 6 or 7 hours. So buckle up and we'll be ready to go. About 6.5 minutes here as both teams are out here warming up for this Constellation Championship game. Kind of looking ahead for the Lady Liberators. So the Lady Liberators are going to take a few days off, not very many, and they will head on up after conclusion of the Pink and White. They will take a couple days off, and then they will head up on this Saturday. They will head up to Tipton, about a 2-hour drive north of Bolivar, and they will face Warrensburg at 5:30 p.m. this Saturday night. And then not much time off, a day off this Sunday, and then they will be back on the road, and they will play on the road at Marionville at 6 o'clock on January 5th, so this coming Monday night, and I have been told that is a varsity-only matchup. And then they finally get some rest time, and they will take the rest of the week off, and then they will resume play on January 12th. They will have 2 home games that week, one Monday night, January 12th, versus the Central Lady Bulldogs. And then they will go back on the court, on their home court, on January 15th against Aurora. And then they will play host to the Gary Keeling tournament the week of January 19th through January 22nd. So not much downtime for the Lady Liberators here after the Pink and Whites, as they have a pretty full schedule. Looking ahead for the Liberators, like I said, they will take on the Ozark Tigers here this evening at Hammond Student Center, and we will have that play-by-play on the radio, and it will be live to where you can watch it at the comfort of your home. But looking ahead here for the Liberators after the blue and gold, I'm getting that pulled up for you so all of our listeners can plan ahead as they also have a very busy January and not much time off after they complete the blue and gold. So looking ahead for the Liberators, they have a little bit more time off than the girls. They will take about a week break, and then they'll head on. They will host Clinton on January 6th, and then on January 9th, they will go back on the road as they will head up north to Osage. And then they will return home on January 16th and host Helias Catholic, which is also court warming night, so a big night for all the Liberator faithfuls out there. That will be January 16th. They will host Helias Catholic. And then they will turn around and host McDonald County on January 20th. And then they will go back on the road on January 23rd to Monette. And then they will return home for one of the best tournaments around in this area. Coach Robbie Hoy always said he always stacks the tournament 1 through 8. It's a pretty great tournament. I know they've got Bolivar, Branson, Republic, Stratford. That's just a few names. I think they've got some new teams in there, but Helias Catholic. So it's always, Coach Hoy does a really good job of bringing in really good quality teams for that tournament. It's an action pack from Thursday to Saturday. So make sure you check that out at the end of the month. That is in January. Well, we got about 3 minutes here. We're going to take a quick break. And then we'll be right back here with the starting lineups for both the Clever Lady Blue Jays and your Lady Liberators. We're looking forward to a great game here at the conclusion of the pink and white tournament for this Consolation Championship in the pink brackets. We'll be right back, take a quick break, and we'll be back with starting lineups. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
You're listening to 99.1 KYOO halfway, 1200 AM KYOO, and 102.9 K275 CD Bolivar.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Midmo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Midmo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Midmo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic, they're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small, from intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming. They've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Good afternoon, Lady Liberator basketball fans. We're back here live on the campus of Drury University here at Weiser Gymnasium for the Pink and White Consolation Championship in the Pink Division. We got your starting lineups here. First for the Clever Lady Blue Jays. We've got number 3, she's a sophomore 5'3" guard, Lex Flood. Number 12, Kinley Burke, she's a freshman guard. Number 14, Caitlin Butt, she's a 5'8" forward junior. Number 23, Bella Argo, she is a sophomore 6' forward. And number 25, Kinsey Camp, a senior 5'7" guard. And for your Lady Liberators here, starting for your Bolivar Lady Liberators here in this Consolation Championship. Number 3, a 5'9" senior guard, Emma Goodman. Number 11, a 5'6" guard, Josie Mays. Number 14, a 6' center, Adeline Carroll. Number 23, a 5'7" guard, Carly Cribbs. And number 10, a 5'10" forward, senior Cammie Bryan. The Lady Liberators will be in the white uniforms today with the blue trim, and the Clever Lady Blue Jays will be in the blue uniforms today with the white trim. Both teams are getting introduced right now, and we will be set here to tip off in about 30 seconds here. Running just a little bit early today, and it's kind of the opposite from the last 3 or 4 days. We've kind of been about 30 minutes behind, so I think they're wanting to get started and get things wrapped up here as it's the last and final day of the Pink and White tournament. Looking forward to a great matchup here with the Lady Blue Jays and the Lady Liberators. The Lady Liberators are coached by Darren Archer, and as we said earlier in the broadcast, he will be going for his 500th career win here today. And the clever Lady Blue Jays are coached by Mr. Clark Satterley for the Lady Blue Jays. We got Bolivar's own Gail Skaliski down here on the PA. It's always great to have Miss Gail with us as she will be announcing the game here at the arena. So the starting lineups are finished and both teams are taking the floor. It was actually noted to me before I came on live as well that the Lady Blue Jays and Lady Liberators faced off on this exact date 1 year ago from today. So, and if I remember right, it was a pretty exciting matchup and pretty intense game. So I expect that to be here as well here today. And here we go. Both teams have taken the floor. Looks like Kami Bryant's going to tip it off for the Lady Liberators. And Mrs. Bella Argo is going to tip it off for the Lady Jays. We got Mr. Justin Snyder throwing the toss here today. We thank you for our officials for being here and making things happen for us. And the tip has been served, and the Lady Blue Jays have recovered the opening possession on the left side. Oh, great steal there by Carly Cribbs out in the passing lane. She's going to take it all the way, and she's going to put the Lady Liberators on the scoreboard first. So a quick 2 points for the Lady Liberators there. Back come the Lady Jays. Great defense there by Mays and Carroll. Pass out to the short corner there, and that's going to be off the mark, no good by Argo. And it looks like it's going to go off the hands of the Lady Liberators. And the Lady Blue Jays are going to take control underneath their basket. Great defensive possession there. Lady Blue Jays finally get it in with about 4 seconds. Tough shot there by Kinsey Camp. Off the mark, no good by Bryan. Bryan running the floor there. She gets the rebound, kicks it over to Cribbs, and then takes out, but loses control of the ball. Back come the Lady Blue Jays. And another steal by the Lady Liberators. There's Goodman. She gets it out to Mays. Mays is going to dribble up across half court. Great start here so far for the Lady Liberators, coming out being very aggressive on defense. Bryan over in the corner, over to Mays on the top of the key, over to the left side to Carroll. Carroll back to the top of the key to Cribbs. Lady Liberators being extremely patient here on offense. Bryan kicks it out to Mays. Mays is going to drive. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Bryan and Mays. And it looks like they're going to get Lady Jays. That's going to be a traveling violation on the Lady Jays. Great look there by Josie Mays, but just can't get the layup to finish. Kami Bryant's going to throw it in underneath their basket. She gets it into Mays. Mays hits the left-handed layup and is going to go to the line for the three-point play. Great look there by Kami Bryant, letting the inbounds play develop, and she finds Mays over on the opposite block, and Mays finishes there, and she'll go to the line for the three-point play. And she completes the three-point play. And the Lady Liberators take an early lead here, 5-0, with 6:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Looks like the Lady Liberators playing a man-to-man defense. There goes Argo. She's going to go all the way, and she lays it in for two. I would say you probably should get used to that name, Bella Argo, one of the top players here in Southwest Missouri. Chris kicks it over to Carroll. Carroll trying to get Bryan, but a little miscommunication there, and she throws it out of bounds. And the Lady Jays basketball, they'll take it over on the turnover. Kinsey Camp will dribble it up across half court for the Lady Blue Jays. Camp gets it over to Argo, guarded by Bryan. Little double team there by Mays and Bryan. As the Lady Blue Jays, Argo's going to be the one they go to all day. Drive there by the Lady Blue Jays. Carroll gets a hand on it. And looks like they're going to get a reach-in foul on Carly Cribbs. That's going to be her first personal, team first. So the Lady Blue Jays will throw it in underneath their basket. 5:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Bolivar with the lead. And they get it in. They're going to work inside to Camp. Nice spin move to her left. Kinsey Camp. A very athletic move there by Camp. And she pulls the Lady Blue Jays within one. Cribbs gets it across half court for the Lady Liberators. Over to the right side of Mays. Mays into Bryant. Kicks it out to Goodman on the top of the key, and she drains it. Nice little 17-foot jump shot by Emma Goodman. Bolivar 7, Clever 4. 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Jays get over to the right side. They're trying to work it inside to Argo. And great defensive post defense there by Cammie Bryan. Forces a turnover. And it's going to go out of bounds, and the Lady Liberators are going to recover. Carly Cribbs going to dribble it across half court. She's going to be double teamed, but she gets it over to Bryan. Bryan at the top of the key, off the mark, no good. And fighting for the rebound is Argo and Mays gets tangled up with Argo. And she's going to get her first personal foul here of the game, team's second. So 2 quick fouls already here for the Lady Liberators early in this contest. Back come the Lady Jays. Oh, great block shot there by Carroll. She fights for it. And great hustle play there. She falls to the ground, and she's going to get a traveling violation. So the Lady Jays are going to take back over. 4:34 left to play in the first quarter. And that's going to be Lexi Flood throwing it in for the Lady Blue Jays. And great defense there by Carly Cribbs. She gets a deflection, but they're going to say it is off Cribbs. And the Lady Blue Jays will throw it in front of our bench. 4:27 left to play here in the first quarter. Bolivar 7, Clever 4. And she gets it over, that's number 14, Caitlin Butts. Gets it inside. Great cut there by Kinley Burke, but off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Liberators. They lose control over it. Lady Jays are going to recover. Oh, great back tip by Carly Cribbs and a hustle play by Emma Goodman on the floor. She gets it out to Cammie Bryan. And a deflection there by Lexi Flood. She tips it out of bounds. A lot of hustle play going on by both teams, which, as anybody knows, this is the 4th day in 5 days for both of these teams playing. So you know their legs have got to be tired, but they're going to leave it all out on the floor here today.
Lex Flood, that's her first personal, second team foul.
And that foul is going to go on Lex Flood. It's going to be her first personal, team second of the game. And there's Bella Argo with the steal. She's going to go coast to coast, and she lays it in for 2. And she pulls the Lady Jays within 1. Cribbs is going to dribble it up for the Lady Liberators. 3:35 left to play in the first quarter. Bolivar 7, Clever 6. Cribbs gets it over to Mays on the right side. Mays over in the corner to Bryan. Bryan skip pass to Carroll on the top of the key. Back over to Bryan. 3-ball. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is going to be Argo. And looks like they're going to get Carroll for a foul. And that's going to be her team, Bolivar's team third. And checking in for the Lady Liberators, it's going to be sophomore guard number 31, Briley Tosh, and sophomore forward number 22, Jarrah Anderson. Lady Jays trying to take their first lead here of the game on this offensive possession. And they just do with that 3-ball. Kinley Burke, she drains the 3. And the Lady Jays take a 2-point advantage here over the Lady Liberators late in the first quarter. Graves kicks it over to Bryan on the left side. Over to Tosh on the top of the key. Anderson with it on the left side. Kicks it over to Cribbs. Cribbs, 3-ball. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Tosh. She gets it out to Cribbs. Cribbs is going to go one-on-one. And she's going to draw a foul on Bella Argo. And Cribbs is going to go to the line for a 2-point play.
Foul is on play number 23, Bella Argo. That's her first personal, 13 foul. On the line, shooting.
So Carly Cribbs, as we said earlier in our in our pregame, she is 25 points away for securing 1,500 career points. First free throw off the mark, no good. Second free throw coming for Cribbs. And she drains it, nothing but the bottom of the net. 2:36 left to play here in the first quarter. Clever 9, Bolivar 8. Lady Blue Jays will walk it down the court. And that's going to be Camp. She's going to be trapped out by Tasha Goodman. She gets out of the trap over to Argo. And Argo with the jump shot and lays it in. Like we said, Argo, a very nice, smooth player, one of the top players in Southwest Missouri. And she's showing that here early in this contest. Tosh skips it over to Brian. Brian back to Tosh on the left side. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:02 left here in the first quarter. Anderson with it on the right side. Being guarded by Argo. She gets it off to Brian. Brian, tough shot off the mark, no good. There's Goodman. Off the mark, no good, but Brian gets another offensive rebound, and she lays it in for 2. A lot of action so far here early in this contest between the Lady Blue Jays and the Lady Liberators. Lady Jays being extremely patient here, getting their offenses set up. Argo's going to go one-on-one with Goodman. And the Lady Liberators just don't seem to have an answer for her so far yet as she lays in another 2 and extends the Clever Lady Blue Jay lead to 3. 1:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Brian at the top of the key. Over to Cribbs on the left side. Cribbs, 3-ball off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Tosh, and she's going to pick up the foul there. And that's going to be Briley Tosh's first personal team fourth.
31, Briley Tosh. That's her first personal. Team foul number 4.
Lady Blue Jays will walk it down. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. And Camp, she's going to go one-on-one with Emma Goodman. And great defense there by Goodman. Anderson with the rebound. She kicks it out to Tosh. Gets it across half court. And she's going to go all the way. She is blocked by Argo. And the Lady Jays secure the offensive possession there. 35 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Lady Jays basketball. Moving it around the perimeter here for the Lady Jays. And they lose it. Tosh comes up with the steal. She kicks it over to Cribbs. They're going to go the length of the floor. And Cribbs is going to lay it in for the left-handed layup. Great execution there by Tosh and Cribbs. And they pull within 1 here of the Lady Blue Jays. 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And there goes Flood. She goes all the way. Great defensive stop there by the Lady Liberators. Tosh comes up with the rebound. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Clever 13, Bolivar 12. We'll be right back here. You're watching Lady Liberator basketball on Bolivar Lady on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry99.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
All right, Lady Liberator basketball fans, we're back here on the campus of Drury University at Weiser Gymnasium, your Consolation Championship here between the Lady Liberators and the Lady Blue Jays of Clever. And we've already got an exciting one here at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Blue Jays with a slim 1-point lead over the Lady Liberators. Your game sponsor here today is Mid-Missouri Bank. Head on down to Mid-Missouri Bank for all your banking needs. And the Lady Liberators are going to get the first possession here of the second quarter. Bryan gets it into Tosh, and Tosh is going to walk it up. She kicks it over to Cribbs on the left side. Cribbs is going to dribble, penetrate over back to the right side. She gets it into Bryan inside. Bryan is working hard there, and we're going to have a blocking foul. It's going to go on number 44 of the Clever Lady Blue Jays. And that's going to go against Savannah Cheney. It's going to be her first personal, team first of the quarter. Bryan gets it into Anderson. Anderson's going to go all the way, and a tough finish there by Anderson. And that's Jarrett Anderson. And she gives the Lady Liberators the 1-point lead here early in the second quarter. Back come the Lady Blue Jays on the other end. And the Lady Liberators knock it out of bounds. Sorry, I got blocked there by about 5 people. I couldn't see what was going on. Lady Blue Jays are going to throw it in underneath their basket. And they almost get the 5-second call, but they finally get it in. There's Camp. Tough draw there by Camp, and she goes to the hole and finishes it. So far, just back and forth between the Lady Jays and the Lady Liberators. Lady Jays hold a 1-point lead here early in the second quarter. Tosh has got it up top. She's going to dribble to the left side of the floor over to Anderson. Anderson back over to Tosh. Tosh, long 3 ball, and she drains it. A big 3 there for the sophomore guard, Briley Tosh. And she gives the Lady Liberators a 2-point lead. Back come the other way, and that's going to be a defensive stop. That's going to be Anderson with the steal. And back come the Lady Liberators the other way. Cribbs is going to get it across half court. She kicks it out to Tosh in the corner. And Tosh is going to step out of bounds and turn it right back over to the Lady Blue Jays. And we got some substitutions here for the Lady Jays. It looks like Argo and Burke are going to check back in for the Lady Blue Jays. 6:40 left to play here in the first half. Bolivar 17, Clever 15. What's set up so far? In a really good contest between two pretty evenly matched teams. Great defense there by Goodman and Anderson. They force a tough shot of Argo, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and the Lady Jays are going to recover underneath their basket. Lady Jays, another time having a hard time getting it in. That's going to be a block shot by Jarrett Anderson. Back on the Lady Liberators. Cribbs gets it across half court. She's going to take it all the way. Tough shot there, and she gets it to fall. And she extends the Lady Liberator lead to 4. 6:06 left to play here in the second quarter. And that's going to be Camp up top. She gets it over to the left side. Over to Burke. Burke back to Camp. Camp going to go one-on-one with Goodman. Great defense there by Goodman. Forces a tough shot. Goodman gets the rebound. She gets it out to Cammie Bryant. Cammie Bryant's going to go the length of the floor. And she lays in the floater. And that's going to cause a Blue Jay timeout. We'll see if it's 30 seconds or full. And looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. We'll go through our sponsors here. We got a lot of them. Mid-Missouri Bank, Black Rock Arms, Ankrum Law, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Clean Works, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Hometown Furniture, Warwick Electric, Precision Small Engines, Oak Star Bank, Animal Care Clinic, Bolivar Flooring, Bank of Missouri, Butler Funeral Home, Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air, Farmers Market of Bolivar, Winfield Tax Service, Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, Bill Grant Ford, and Southwest Sewer and Septic. Those are our sponsors, and we greatly appreciate all of our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to bring you live play-by-play action of the Liberators and Lady Liberators all season long. So we appreciate all of our sponsors and all you do for Liberator Athletics. Well, we're back here on the court. Lady Jays basketball And they're going to dribble across half court here after the timeouts. And another steal there. Carly Cribbs working it out front is Tosh. And loses control of the basketball there. Missed layup. Off the mark, no good. Back comes the other way, the Lady Blue Jays. That's Argo. She kicks it over to Burke. Burke, block shot by Goodman. Fighting for the ball on the floor there is Anderson and Camp. And it looks like we're going to have a foul. And I'm not sure who they're going to get that on. Looks like it's going to be on the floor. They're going to put that on Cammie Bryan. It's going to be her first personal, team first. Lady Jays basketball underneath their basket. Flood's going to inbound it to Argo. Argo's going to take it all the way, and she lays it in. Argo, she draws the Lady Blue Jays within 2. Back come the Lady Liberators here. Or excuse me, within 4. It's Bolivar 21, Lady Blue Jays 17.
Again for Clever, number 25, Kinsey Camp.
And looks like we got a substitution for the Lady Blue Jays. Number 25, Kinsey Camp, is going to re-enter for the Lady Blue Jays. It's going to be Lady Liberator basketball. They get it underneath their basket into Cribbs. Cribbs kicks it out to Bryan. Bryan over to Anderson. Anderson, 3-ball. And she gets the friendly bounce. Anderson. And she drains the 3-point shot. Gives the Lady Liberators their biggest lead of the day. 24-17, 4:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Argo up top. She's going to go one-on-one with Bryan. She kicks it back out to Camp. Camp can't get the floater to go, but she gets her own rebound. So the shot clock will reset. Lady Blue Jay, that's on the right side. A long 3-pointer by Caitlin Butts. She gets it to go. So back-to-back 3-point shots, one for the Lady Liberators and one for the Lady Jays. And we're back here with a 4-point game. Tosh is going to dribble it up for the Lady Liberators. She gets it inside to Cribbs. Cribbs, jump shot off the mark, no good. Goodman with the rebound over to Tosh. Tosh, great cut there by Cammie Bryan. She just can't seem to finish there. And the Lady Jays get the rebound, and they're coming back the other way. Another 3-point shot by the Lady Jays. Off the mark, no good. Cammie Bryan with the rebound. She's going to push it across half court. 3:23 left to play here in the first half. She gets it over to Tosh in the right-handed corner. Back over to Anderson. Anderson over to Bryan in the left corner. Great one-on-one post move by Goodman. And a great pass there by Bryan. And Goodman lays it in for 2. 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Bolivar 26, Clever 20. And looks like Cammie Bryan's going to pick up her second personal here of the ball game.
Fouls on Bolivar, number 2.
And that's going to be the second team foul for the Lady Liberators.
Jaylee Anderson.
So with 2:51 left to play here in the second quarter, it's Bolivar 26, Clever 20. Cribbs gets it across half court. Over in the corner to Bryan. Great cut there by Emma Goodman. She finds Emma Goodman for the cut through in the lane and lays it in for 2. The Lady Liberators with their biggest lead of the day. Back come the Lady Blue Jays, moving across the perimeter. 2:20 left here to play in the first half. And the Lady Liberators doing a great job here on defense. 12 seconds left here on the shot clock. And the Lady Blue Jays just can't seem to get a shot off. Oh, they finally do, but blocked there by Anderson. Back come the Lady Liberators. Cammie Bryan finds Carly Cribbs. And left-handed layup, she finishes it and scores and gives the Lady Liberators their biggest lead of the day. Back come the Lady Jays. Oh, great look there for the Lady Jays. That's number 14, Caitlin Butts, but she gets her own rebound, but turns it over. And it's going to be Bolivar basketball. So 1:42 left to play.
Regular to early.
Here in the contest here in first half. Checking in for the Lady Liberators. Mays is back on the court. And the other Anderson, Jaylee, has checked in for the Lady Liberators. Carly Cribbs with a three-point shot. Off the mark, no good. There's fighting for the rebound. Goodman, she comes up with another offensive rebound, but she throws it away there. Great hustle play there by Goodman.
Now. White, look at the clock right now.
And the Lady Jays will take back over right here in front of the scores table. So 1:13 left to play. Bolivar 30, Clever 20. And looks like, so that was number 25, Kinsey Camp. She took it all the way. And that's going to be Cammie Bryan picks up another foul there.
On the line, shooting 2, number 25.
And that's going to be Cammie's third personal here of the game. And I believe she's going to come off the court as Anderson checks back in. Jared Anderson, Anderson will check back in for the Lady Liberators. Second free throw coming for Camp. Off the mark, no good. And we got 1 minute remaining here in the contest, here in the first half. Bolivar 30, Clever 21. And pickoff play there from the Lady Blue Jays. That's Flood. She's going to go the length of the floor. She kicks it out to Burke. Three-point shot. Off the mark. No good. There's Argo fighting for the rebound, and it's going to go off her foot. And the Lady Liberators are going to take back over. So 43 seconds left here to play in the first half.
5 games, easy.
Lady Blue Jays being guarding really heavily here in front of the scores table. Deflection goes off the Lady Blue Jays, so the Lady Liberators. So be Lady Liberator basketball here right in front of the scores table. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Carly Cribbs will dribble it up for the Lady Liberators. Over to Anderson, over to Mays. Back over to Jaylee Anderson. And they're going to get her too many steps there
Don't need that right now.
for the traveling violation. So I assume here the Lady Blue Jays will go for the last shot. With 18 seconds left remaining here in the second quarter. Up top, it's Camp. She kicks it over to Argo. Argo back over to Camp. Camp's going to go one-on-one with both of the Anderson twins. And looks like they're going to get a foul called on Jaylee Anderson. So great defense there. Just got her a little bit there with the body bump.
Team foul. On the line, shooting 2, number 25, Kinsey Camp.
And so Camp's going to go to the line for 2. First free throw up and good for Camp. And second free throw coming. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Anderson and Butts. And that's going to be the final buzzer here of the first half. It's your Bolivar Lady Liberators 30, Clever Lady Blue Jays 22. We're going to take a quick break here, and we will be back here with your halftime show. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball here on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry99.
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpet, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Blackrock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. Blackrock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
Blackrock Arms, your punch-up patriots!
Stay active and energized at the Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center. Hit the gym, take a fitness class, or shoot some hoops in the full-size gymnasium. They've got a seasonal indoor pool, top-notch equipment, flexible class options, and convenient childcare while you work out or attend activities. Need space for an event? Rent out the gym, studio, or multi-purpose rooms, perfect for parties, meetings, or team events. Open daily with hours to fit your schedule. Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, where Bolivar comes to move. Located just off Broadway. Join the action today.
Hi, this is Mike Jones. Trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for expert home comfort solutions. From plumbing repairs to heating and air conditioning, our experienced team delivers honest quality and service. For reliable comfort, trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
777 55 777 55 55.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service, so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
All right, we're back here at Weiser Gymnasium here on the campus of Drury University. Your Lady Liberators lead the Lady Blue Jays by a score of 30-22 in what's been a pretty evenly good matchup between the two teams here. We got about 6 minutes left here to play before we head on into the second half, so we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in a minute. We got a special guest coming on here, and then we'll be ready for some second half action. You're watching Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry99.
Hey gang, before you know it, it's going to be 10 above and we'll be shoveling snow. The Answer Man at CNC has the answers for winter, like wood pellets for heating and grilling, stovepipe and accessories like door sealants, door gaskets, stove boards, and winter clothing that'll keep it dry and warm. And for your fur friends, CNC has a huge pet department too. You have questions? CNC has the answers at CNC Farm and Home, Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have questions, we have the answers.
Where can you and your family go to receive exceptional health care in the area? Who offers convenient family medicine and walk-in clinics near your home? Where can you go for comprehensive specialty care like orthopedics, urology, and heart care? The answer is CMH. At Citizens Memorial Hospital, they have the services your family needs to be healthy. For more information, go to citizensmemorial.com or call 417-328-6010.
Farmers Market of Bolivar is your go-to source for complete lines of animal and poultry feeds. Keep your livestock healthy and thriving with high-quality feeds tailored to their needs. Friendly experts provide top-notch advice to help you choose the right products. Whether it's chickens, cattle, or pets, Farmers Market of Bolivar has what it takes to support strong, happy animals. Located at 1184 East 460th Road, just off Highway 13. For dependable local feed and service that makes a difference, Farmers Market of Bolivar is your only choice.
All right, we're back here on the campus of Drury University here at Weiser Gymnasium, and I've got a special guest here coming on the air as he gets his headset on here. your halftime show here. We got Mr. Cooper Cribbs. Cooper, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
He's trying to get his headset on here. It was a little bit of surprise, but Cooper, so Cooper Cribbs, just to tell you a little bit about Cooper, he is a graduate, what was it, 2021?
22.
A 2022 graduate of Bolivar High School, and he was a Liberator faithful, Liberator legend, and I believe, was it 4 years ago today you guys won the Blue and Gold Championship?
I believe so.
So I remember that game just like it was yesterday. And Cooper, you are now currently the 7th grade Bolivar boys basketball coach, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So kind of tell us a little bit about going, from playing as a Liberator, and then you're on the other side of the fence, now coaching as a Liberator in Coach Robbie Hoy's program.
I love it. I've been close with Robbie growing up. He's all the camps. He's good with the kids. Love Robbie. They were in need of middle school job coming into this year, and of course with Robbie, I was all for it. So we've only played 4 games so far. We're 3-1 at the 7th grade. We compete every day. Hey, it's a grind, but we just want these kids to be ready to go when they get to Robbie.
Right. And, watching you as a player, you played with a lot of enthusiasm. That's kind of what a coach's dream is. Sometimes people always want to look at the kids that score the most points and all the things, but the people like you that bring the energy and the enthusiasm, and that's exactly what you did as a player. Just kind of talk a little bit about, just highlight some of your moments growing up as a Liberator in Coach Hoy's that maybe you kind of give that advice over to, your middle schoolers now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's not about who scores the most points. I mean, you got to do it for everybody. Like, we had Kyle Polk. He was our guy, and if I could have him feed off my energy, like, we were going to be so much better. So for them younger guys, it's energy. Get your touches, say names. It's just the little things. Like, the little things do so much, and I know Robbie's going to appreciate these kids whenever they get there. It's just those little things. Robbie absolutely loves just somebody who's ultra competitive, and that's kind of what we're trying to build with them young guys right now.
And as you know, as a player now over to being a coach, you know what it takes to be successful. You were extremely blessed with having a lot of success in your high school career.
Yeah.
How many times did you go to the Final Four?
We just went my junior year, and then we lost in the quarterfinal my senior year.
Okay, so you still have been in a lot of big games. You got to win 2 or 3 district championships, which is hard to do. You got to win a blue and gold, which is another, that's another thing hard to do, especially when you're going against some of the talent that you have to compete in Southwest Missouri. So that's pretty incredible. Well, I know it was a short notice of jumping on the air here, and I appreciate your time, but I think it's special to kind of get these former Liberators like you, on the air here, especially somebody that's now giving back into the program, and we're super, super proud of you. Thanks for joining here on the air, and continue to do great things over there in the middle school program for us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Cooper. All right, that is Cooper Cribbs, one of the many former Liberator legends that came through Coach Robbie Hoy's program, and he is now at the Bolivar Middle School level as our 7th grade basketball coach on the men's side. Well, we are back here with some more basketball action here, as we are going to bring you the second half here of this Consolation Championship here between the Lady Blue Jays of Clever and the Lady Liberators of Bolivar. And the Lady Blue Jays are going to get the first crack at it here, and a great defensive play there. Carroll blocks it away, but the Lady Blue Jays are going to recover that there. A lot of things happening just in that one little play in 5 seconds. So Lady Blue Jay basketball here. They work it around the perimeter. Tough shot there by Camp, and she gets it to go. She cuts the Lady Liberators lead to 6 here early in the third quarter. Back come the Lady Liberators. Bryan over on the left side. She dishes it inside to Goodman. Goodman's going to go one-on-one. Off the mark, no good. Argo with the rebound. And back come the Lady Blue Jays. That's going to be Flood. She's going to take it over to the right side of Camp. Back up top to Burke. Lady Blue Jays being extremely patient here on offense. And they're trying to get it to inside to Burke. Argo, but there's Goodman with the steal. She kicks it out to Mays. Mays back over to Goodman. Goodman's going to walk it up across half court for the Lady Liberators. 6:46 left to play here in the third quarter. Great drive there by Cammie Bryan, but she can't get the layup to go. Lots of missed layups here for the Lady Liberators. They've probably missed enough layups to be up about 20 points right now, as Coach Archer stands over here and scratches his head after another missed layup. And the Lady Jays will throw it in underneath their basket. And they get it into Burke. Off the mark, no good. Camp. Cribbs with the rebound. She's going to go all the way. One-on-one, off the mark, no good. Carroll with the rebound. She puts it back up and is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2.
That was on player number 14, Caitlin Butts. That's her first.
So a great effort there by Carroll to be fighting for the offensive rebound. She's going to go to the line for 2 points here. First free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net for Carroll. As we love to see made free throws here for the Lady Liberators. Second free throw coming for Carroll. And she drains that as well. And gives the Lady Liberators an 8-point lead here early in the third quarter. Back come the other way at the Lady Blue Jays. That's Burke up top. Kicks it over to Butts in the corner. She's going to get it to Argo. She's going to go one-on-one, and a great spin move there by Argo. She gets the friendly roll and brings the Lady Jays back within 6. 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Bolivar 32, Clever 26. Oh, a great pass there. Mays to Carroll. Carroll back to Mays. And Mays is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2.
Foul is on Clever number 12, Kinley Burke.
So a great basketball moment there for Josie Mays. And she's going to try to earn 2 here at the charity stripe. First one is good. Second one coming for Josie Mays. And off the mark, no good. Argo with the rebound. Back on the Lady Jays. That's going to be Flood pushing it up out front. She's stopped by Mace. Kicks it over in the corner to Burke. Back over to Camp. Off the mark, no good, but there's Argo with the rebound. Off the mark, no good. Mays with the rebound. She kicks it out to Cribbs. Cribbs is going to push it up the floor. She gets it across half court. She dishes it off to Carroll. Carroll jump shot. And that's going to be no good. Rebounded by Flood. Here come the Lady Jays. And she gets it over to Camp. Camp back to Argo. Argo over to Flood for the 3. And that's going to be no good. Cribbs with the rebound. And she's going to walk it up here and slow it down just a little bit. Get things under control. 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Goodman, 3 ball. And gets nothing on that, but Cribbs is there for the rebound. Oh, a great cut by Cammie Bryan. She just can't come up with the catch there. But it looks like it's going to be deflected off the Lady Jays. And be Lady Liberator basketball. Bryan's going to throw it in. She gets it into Cribbs. Cribbs is going to dribble, penetrate up at the top. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Camp. Back on the Lady Blue Jays, running the floor there. That's Caitlin Butts, but she runs it right out of bounds. And they're trying to determine if the ball was tipped or not, and I don't think it was, so it's going to be Lady Liberator basketball. 4:47 left here to play in the third quarter. Bolivar 33, Clever 26. Mays is going to dribble it up across half court. Over to Carroll on the right side. Carroll, she's going to get the cutter Goodman, but Goodman's going to dribble it off her leg. And a great idea there. Just need to slow down just a little bit. So it's going to be Lady Blue Jay basketball, and they're going to walk it up across half court. That's going to be Flood. Guarded by Mace as she sets her offense up here. Argo's going to come up for the high screen, pick and roll here. They're going to dish it off to Argo. Argo's going to go one-on-one with Goodman. Jump shot off the mark, no good. Cammie Bryan with the rebound. Back come the Lady Liberators. A great look there for Bryan, but another turnover there as it goes through the hands of Mays. Back come the Lady Jays. Off the mark, no good for Flood. Rebounded by Cribbs. Cribbs over to Bryan. And another turnover for the Lady Liberators.
Slow down.
And I think Coach Archer is about on his 10th time of saying slow down in the last 10 seconds. So here we go again. Lady Jays basketball, 3:48 left to play in the third quarter. Bolivar 33, Clever 26. Lady Jays moving around the perimeter. That's going to be Flood. She kicks it over in the corner to Burke. Off the mark, no good. Cribbs with the rebound, and she's going to walk it up the floor. So a lot of transition there in the last 2 minutes and a lot of turnovers by both teams. Mays over on the left side, kicks it over to Carroll at the top of the key. Mays is cutting. Oh, great cut there by Mays, but can't seem to finish. And that's going to be Camp with the defensive rebound. She pushes out ahead to Flood. And Flood is going to be fouled by Carroll and go to the line.
Hey, it's got to balance out. It's got to.
Second personal, first team foul.
So Flood's going to go to the line for 2.
Lex Flood.
Looks like they're going to get that foul on Addison Carroll. Or excuse me, Adeline Carroll. First free throw off the mark, no good. That's going to be her second personal, team second of the ball game. And checking in for the Lady Liberators, Carroll and Mays are going to sit down, and Tosh and Anderson back in for the Lady Liberators. Second free throw coming up for Flood. And she drains it. 3:05 left here on the clock here in the third quarter. Bolivar 33, Clever 27. So far, not a very good quarter for either team. Lots of turnovers. So there hasn't been much scoring here in the second half so far. Lady Jays get the ball deflected out of bounds. So it's going to be Lady Liberator basketball underneath their basket. Kimmy Bryan's going to throw it in for the Lady Liberators. And she gets it into Goodman in the corner. Backdoor cut by Cribbs, but she can't finish there. And Burke with the rebound. She's going to walk it up for the Lady Blue Jays. Great execution there from Goodman to Cribbs, but just can't finish that little bunny of a layup. Camp out up top. She dishes it over to Argo. Argo back to Camp over in the corner. Camp, she's going to go the left-handed hook shot there. And it goes in and back out. And she can't get it to fall. And the Lady Liberators are going to take back over. So 2:23 left to play here in the third quarter. Bolivar holds a 6-point lead. Cammie Bryan's going to set it up here. And looks like we have an off-ball foul. And Anderson is currently on the ground with an injury. Can't tell if it's her knee or arm or... She literally just got taken out there. And looks like they're going to get that foul. It's going to go against Bella Argo. So her sister Jaylee will check in for Anderson as she goes to the bench. So it's going to be Lady Liberator basketball here underneath our basket. 2:14 left to play in the third quarter. Bryan's going to throw it in, and she gets it into Anderson. Jump shot off the mark, no good. Goodman with the rebound. She can't get the jump shot to roll. Toss with the offensive rebound. Block shot, but there's Anderson. Cribbs trying to find Anderson there, cutting to the basket, but it gets deflected out of bounds. So a lot of action there in the last 10 seconds, and it's going to be Lady Liberator basketball. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Bryan gets it into Anderson. Anderson's going to go to the hole strong and be fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
That was on Clever, number 12, Kinley Burke. That's her third.
So Kinley Burke is going to pick up the foul.
On the line, shooting 2, number 24, Jaylee Anderson.
And Jaylee Anderson is going to shoot 2 here. First free throw is good for Anderson. And second free throw is good as well. So great job by Jaylee, hitting 2 big free throws there. And she extends the Bolivar Lady Liberator lead to 8. 1:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Lady Jays moving in across the perimeter. Argo's going to go one-on-one with Goodman. Great defensive stop there by Goodman. Argo kicks it back out. 16 seconds left to play on the shot clock. They get it back into Argo. Good defense, forces a bad shot. Back come the Lady Liberators. Bryant's going to push it across half court, and she's going to slow it down. Tosh, she's going to hit a three-point shot. She thought about it for a couple seconds and said, I'll just go ahead and shoot it. And she drains a three and gives the Lady Liberators their biggest lead of the day. And that's going to force a Lady Blue Jay timeout here with 1:17 left to play in the third quarter. We're going to keep it right here and go over our sponsors. Our game day sponsor here today is Mid-Missouri Bank, BlackRock Arms, Ankrum Law, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Clean Works, CNC Farm and Home Supply. They are our third quarter sponsor. Hometown Furniture, Warwick Electric, Precision Small Engines, Oak Star Bank, Animal Care Clinic, Bolivar Flooring, Bank of Missouri, Butler Funeral Home, Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air, Farmers Market of Bolivar, Winfield Tax Service, Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, Bill Grant Ford, and Southwest Sewer and Septic. So we want to thank all of our sponsors here today. Without our great sponsors, we are not able to do what we do, and that is bringing live play-by-play action for all of the Liberators and the Lady Liberators games throughout the season. Speaking of the Liberators, they head on over to Hammond Student Center here this evening, and they will tip off at 7 o'clock against the Ozark Tigers. That will be at Hammond's Student Center at 7 o'clock. So if you can't make it out to the game, make sure you tune in, and we will be bringing you live play-by-play action of that game here tonight, as they will be going for 5th place in the Gold Division Final.
Hey, what's special here? What's special here?
And we're back here with a little bit of action. Clever Blue Jay ball. They get it into Burke, over to Camp. Camp over in the corner to Butts. Butts is trying to get it into Argo. Triple team there by the Lady Liberators forces Argo to kick it back out. So the Lady Jays moving it across the perimeter. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Let's see if the Lady Jays get a shot off, and they don't. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. A great defensive stance there by the Lady Liberators. And they will take back over here to try to extend their 11-point lead. So 40 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Anderson gets it into Goodman. Goodman's block is shot by Argo, but she gets it back and she finishes strong and lays it in now for the Lady Liberators' biggest lead of the game. Back come the Lady Blue Jays. Off the mark, no good. Bryan with the rebound. She gets it out to Tosh. Tosh pushes it up the floor. 17 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. The Lady Liberators are going to hold for one.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Tosh, she goes all the way to the basket. She dishes off to Bryan. Bryan dribbles it back out. She kicks it out to Goodman. Goodman, 3-ball. Off the mark. She can't get it to go. Tosh with the rebound, and she can't get it off before the buzzer sounds. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Bolivar 40, Clever 27. We'll be right back here with our last quarter action. You're watching Lady Liberator basketball on BolivarMoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
How do we keep our prices so low here at Hometown Furniture and Mattress? It's simple. We are locally owned, keep our overhead low, buy in bulk by the truckload, and we operate limited hours. We do all this to bring you the best prices and best selection in Bolivar. From simple sofas to premium leather sectionals, from basic mattresses to premium mattresses on adjustable bases, we have it all. Living room, dining, and bedroom. Ask us about our financing made easy, no credit needed. Come see us at our new and expanded location just south of Bolivar on Highway 13. You can't miss us. Don't overpay. Take home today.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Precision Small Engines, the name people have trusted for over 30 years for the sale, maintenance, and repair on steel leaf blowers and steel chainsaws. Carrying original manufactured parts and aftermarket parts, Precision Small Engines is sure to have everything you need to get you up and running again. Located north of Bolivar on Highway 13. Visit online at PrecisionSmallEngines.net.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
All right, we're back here on the campus of Drury University here at Weiser Gymnasium. Fourth quarter action. Your Lady Liberators up 13 over the Lady Blue Jays. Lady Liberators will have the ball first. And Cribbs, she's trying to do a little too much there in the paint. She loses it off her knee. And the Lady Jays will take back over.
Hey, walk the down right here. Let's go.
So we're here in the last quarter. Bolivar 40, Clever 27. Tosh. She is guarding the perimeter up there. Lady Jays just moving the basketball around. Reball off the mark, no good for Burke. Rebounded by Anderson. She kicks it out to Cribbs. Cribbs will get it across half court for the Lady Liberators. Over to Bryan on the left side. Bryan with the pull through. She takes it all the way to the hole, and she gets it to fall. And gives the Lady Liberators their biggest lead of the day of 15 points. And back on the other end, kind of got a little too busy, caught up celebrating there. And the Lady Jays come all the way back down and get fouled.
Personal first team foul on the line, shooting.
And I believe they're going to call that on, Anderson. So it'll be Jaylee Anderson, her second personal, team first. So Butts is at the line. She gets the first one to bank in. And the second one coming for Butts. And that's going to be off the mark, no good. Anderson with the rebound. She kicks it over to Goodman. Goodman over to Tosh across half court. Tosh back over to Bryan. Bryan over to Anderson on the left wing. Anderson drives, kicks out to Tosh. Tosh is going to go all the way to the basket, off the mark, no good, but there's Goodman with the rebound. She hands it over to Cribbs. Cribbs is going to lay it in for the nice, soft, right-handed layup. And gives the Lady Liberators their biggest lead of the day by 16. 6:40 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Argo going to go one-on-one with Goodman. Great defense there by Goodman. And that's going to draw a Lady Blue Jay foul as Anderson fighting for the rebound. And I believe that's going to go on number 14, Caitlin Butts, her second personal, team first of the quarter. And the Lady Blue Jays are going to pick up full court, and they get a steal right out of it. That's going to be Butts. She gets a steal. She gets it into Argo. Argo's going to try to go one-on-one with Goodman. And she's going to draw a foul, and Argo's going to go to the line.
Hey, let's go. Take care of the basketball.
So Argo's going to go to the line for two here. That's going to be the second personal on Goodman, team second of the quarter. First one is good by Argo. Second one coming for Bella, and that's good as well. Bolivar 44, Clever 30, 6:25 left to play in the ball game. And the Lady Liberators get it in. The Lady Jays coming out with the full court press here in the last quarter of the ball game. They break it. Tosh over to Anderson. Anderson's trying to score. And she falls there, but she's going to get bailed out as it looks like they're going to call a foul. So a big break there for the Lady Liberators.
Second team foul.
So it looks like it's going to be on the floor. And that's going to go against number 23, Bella Argo, her third personal, team second of the quarter. Bryan, she gets it into Anderson. Anderson, and a blocked shot there by Camp, but Goodman comes up with it. Tosh out in front on the top of the key. Tosh over to Bryan. There's Cribbs with a cut. A tough shot there by Cribbs, and she gets it to go. Great backdoor cut there by Carly Cribbs. Back come the other way. And a forced shot there by the Lady Jays. That's Flood. Cribbs with the rebound. Bryan's out running and hits Bryan on the go and lays it in for 2. Lady Liberators 48 and the Lady Blue Jays 30. And that's going to be a quick timeout called by the Lady Blue Jays. And we'll see if it's a full or 30. Looks like it's going to be a 30, so we will stay right here. Our third quarter sponsor here today, or excuse me, we're in the fourth quarter, not the third. I need to pick it up here. Fourth quarter sponsor is Hometown Furniture. Head on down to Hometown Furniture for all your furniture needs. Talk to Mr. Randy. He'll get you all set up here right at the end of the year. I'm sure he's got some amazing deals going on down there. Brand new facility there right off 13. It's an awesome facility right as you drive into Bolivar. Great people over there at Hometown Furniture. So head on down, talk to Mr. Randy, and he'll get you set up for some new furniture to start the new year. So both teams headed back to the court here. Bolivar with the 18-point lead over the Clever Lady Blue Jays here in the Consolation Championship game of the last and final day of the pink and white. Goodman, Cribbs, and Bryan playing in their final moments here of their career of the pink and white Lady Tournament, or excuse me, Lady Classic. It's hard to believe, and I don't know where time goes. I feel like just the other day I was watching them as freshmen here in this tournament. It's going to be Clever Lady Blue Jay basketball as they work it across the perimeter. Argo's going to go one-on-one, and she's going to draw the foul, and Jaylee Anderson's going to pick up the foul there with 5:22 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Number 24, Jaylee Anderson, that's her third personal 13 foul.
So Argo, like we said, one of the best players right now in Southwest Missouri, and she's proven it here today. First free throw is up and no good. Argo, just a sophomore, so you will see more of Bella Argo the next 2 years around Southwest Missouri as she gets that second free throw to go and brings the Lady Jays within 17. Emma Goodman, what a great pass there by Cammie Bryan. Emma's defender playing her in the front side, so she goes long. Cammie sees it, and that's a great athletic move. And then Goodman comes back down and gets a great defensive stop there. Great post defense there by Emma Goodman, forces it out of bounds as they're trying to look for Argo there. Lady Jays basketball as they move it across the perimeter here. 5 minutes left remaining here in the ball game. They get it into Argo. She's short, but there's the rebound by Camp, and she lays it in. Another nice player for the Lady Blue Jays. That's Kinsey Camp, a 5'7" senior, and she's going to go to the line for the three-point play.
Coming in for Bolivar, number 14.
Checking in for the Lady Liberators is Carroll. And taking a break is Jaylee Anderson. Jaylee coming in and playing some big minutes here for the Lady Liberators in the second half. And Camp gets the three-point play to go. Bolivar 50, Bolivar 50, Clever 34. 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Lady Liberators break the press. Cammie Bryan's going to dribble across. Tosh, three-point off the mark, no good. Back come the Lady Jays. That's going to be Flood. Flood hands it off over to Camp. Camp over to Butts, moving it across the perimeter here. Camp in the corner. She kicks it over to Burke. Long three ball off the mark, no good. Cribbs with the rebound. Kicks it over to Tosh on the right side. Tosh dribbles it back out at the top of the key. Over to Bryan on the right side. Bryan gets it into Carroll. Carroll working hard inside. Kicks it back out to Bryan. Bryan over to Goodman. Great ball movement for the Lady Liberators. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Foul. Harley Cribbs gets fouled on the jump shot there. And we'll go to the line for two.
That was on Clever number 3, Lex Flood. That's her second.
It's going to go against Lexi Flood. Her second personal
On the line, shooting
team third
number 23,
of the quarter. So it looks like we got some substitutions here at the table. Cribbs, first free throw up and good. Checking in for the Lady Liberators is Josie Mays. And it looks like Briley Tosh will go to the bench. Checking in for the Lady Blue Jays. Can't see her number. Her hair is covered up. Looks like number 30, Carson Rathke for the Lady Blue Jays. Cribbs knocks down the second free throw. And the Lady Liberator lead back up to 18. 4 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Lady Blue Jays with the basketball. Camp, long three ball over on the right wing, and she drains it. Pulls the Lady Jays within 15, and here comes the full court press. Mays gets it to Bryan in the middle. Bryan's going to get it across half court. All the Lady Liberators need to do is take care of the basketball here. Cribbs thought about the three-point shot, but kicks it over to Goodman. Goodman over to Bryan in the corner. Bryan gets it to Carroll. And Carroll can't seem to finish the layup there. Tough shot there, not probably the best angle. And back come the Lady Jays. Argo, she throws it right in the hands of Bryan. Bryan gets it out to Cribbs, running the floor, and finishes it the layup on the other end. Great execution play there by the two seniors. Bolivar 54, Clever 37. 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Over on the left side, that's Butts. Butts kicks it over to Burke. And back over to Butts on the left side. Bryan playing great defense there on Camp. And a tough shot there by Burke. Can't get it to go, and Cribbs will pull down the defensive rebound and walk it up the floor. She gets it over to Goodman on the right side. Goodman's going to try to go one-on-one with Argo. And a kick out of bounds by Camp. It's going to be Lady Liberator basketball underneath their basket. 2:30 remaining here left in the ball game. So Lady Liberator basketball. Bryan's going to throw it in here on the inbounds play. Bryan gets it into Cribbs. Cribbs dishes it off to Mays. Mays over to Goodman on the right side. Over to Carroll in the corner. Back over to Cribbs. Cribbs, three ball, and drains it. Carly Cribbs now gives the Lady Liberators a 20-point lead. Back come the Lady Jays. Block shot by Bryan. Fighting for it was Carroll. Carroll got tripped up on her own 2 feet there, fighting for the rebound. And Burke gets the basketball, scores two there. 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cribbs, she's going to take it all the way to the basket. Great move there by Carly Cribbs. She sees a wide open lane and blows by the defender and lays it in for two. Back come the Lady Jays, rebounded by Carly Cribbs. And Carly Cribbs is going to walk it across over to Goodman in the corner. Goodman's going to go baseline, and a strong finish there. Can't get it to go, but she gets her own rebound and gets fouled.
Fouls on Clever, number 10, Piper Lysik. That's her first personal. 4th team foul. On the line, shooting two, number 3, Emma Goodman.
So Goodman, she's going to go to the line for two.
Coming back in for Clever, number 3.
And can't get the first one to go.
Coming in, number 44, Savannah Cheney.
So 1:23 left here to play. 59-39 Bolivar. Second free throw coming, and it's good.
Emma.
So back come the Lady Blue Jays here. They get it into Camp. Camp going to go. Block shot by Adeline. And right back into Lady Jays defender. That's going to be number 3, Flood. Lady Jays just moving it around the perimeter here, trying to get a shot. Tough shot there by Camp. Rebounded by Cheney. Another rebound. Carroll trying to fight for the rebound there. And it's going to be a jump ball possession.
Says goes to Clever.
Hey, we're on defense.
So 50 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Lady Blue Jays will inbound it underneath their basket. And they get it in, and it's going to be a charge. Nice effort there by Cammie Bryan. She draws the charge. And so the Lady Liberators are going to have to go the length of the floor here. 47 seconds left to play. Bolivar 60. Lady Blue Jays 39. Bryan up top. Over to the left side to Carroll. Over to Cribbs. Cribbs, 3-ball, and drains it! And that is the 1,500th career for Carly Cribbs. As Cribbs joins the 1,500th career mark for the Lady Liberators. Congratulations to senior Carly Cribbs, who needed 25 points today and gets it with 32 seconds left to give the Lady Liberators a 24-point lead here. As Carly gets a standing ovation from the Liberator faithful. Congratulations to senior Carly Cribbs. And the seniors will come off the floor after that timeout there. So that was senior Carly Cribbs with her 15th career point of her career. What an accomplishment. Congratulations to Carly and her family, as I know that they have traveled around the world to play basketball all of her career, and she will end it just in a few short weeks here as a Lady Liberator as she eclipsed the 1,500 career point mark. And what an outstanding accomplishment. 1,500 points is a lot of points scored in 4 years. So congratulations to Carly. 10 seconds remaining here. The Lady Liberators just moving the ball around, letting the the clock run out. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. And as the buzzer sounds, we have another accomplishment, as that is Coach Darren Archer's 500th career win of his career. So a lot of great things happening there for the Lady Liberators. In the last 30 seconds, we got Carly Cribbs reaches 1,500 points. Coach Darren Archer with his 500th career win. And the Lady Liberators knock off the Lady Blue Jays 63-39 for the Consolation Championship game here in the Pink Division. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break, and then we will bring back some Lady Liberators and Coach Archer here for the post-game show. You're watching Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry99.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Roten Cleanworks. So what do? Let's make this simple. We stain and we clean. We stain decks, we stain fences, we stain houses, we stain concrete. We clean commercial buildings, we clean house exteriors, we clean fleets of all sizes, we clean equipment of all kinds. I'm telling you, we clean and we stain. Roten Cleanworks, it's what we do. Contact us today.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person. Located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
All right, Lady Liberator basketball fans, we're back here on the campus of Drury University here at Weiser Gymnasium. The Lady Liberators coming in victorious here with the winners over the Clever Lady Blue Jays, 62-38. With me here now for the post-game show, sponsored by Warwick Electric. We got some pretty big milestones here in the last 30 seconds of that game. Coach Darren Archer picking up his 500th career win. Here with me on one headset, and on the other headset, we got Carly Cribbs picking up her 1,500 career points of her career. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's always a great day to win, but, we can talk about we'll talk about the game real quick, and then we'll talk about you guys. But just the game overall, like we said, anytime you can play in the 4th day of the pink and white, that means you're having a really good tournament. And anytime you can go 3-1 and get 3 wins in the pink and white tournament, that means you had a really good tournament. So, Coach Archer, just kind of talk a little bit game by game. You start off, you face a tough Miller team. It's never easy. You never want to go to the left side of the brackets. But, the Lady Liberators came out and had 3 really good days of basketball and persevered after losing, a tough one there in the first round. Just talk a little bit about that and the last 3 days meant to your team.
You bet. And I've always said there's no loss that's bad if you learn from it. And I think we kind of found ourselves after the Miller game a little bit. We've talked a lot about taking that next step and being a premier team, not only in Southwest Missouri but in the state. We had a little heart-to-heart, a little come-to-Jesus meeting after the Miller game, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
And but at the same time, I think our girls are figuring out we can be pretty good when we play together as a team, and we can take care of things on the defensive end and rebound.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And, I think that's exactly what you said. That's what we did the last 3 games. And, you face a tough Camdenton squad, and then you get Carthage, a COC school, and then Clever, they're class 3, but, man, they're always good year in and year out. Clark does a great job down there with Clever, and you got the likes of Bella Argo, just a sophomore. She's going to be tough to handle in the next couple years. But I thought Emma Goodman and Cami Bryan did a great job on her in this game and kind of shut her down. She still hurt us a little bit, but, overall I thought they played really good defense on her and was able to shut her down. And just a great performance, all the way from the top of the bench to the bottom of the bench.
One thing, and this may be a first for this young lady, usually we're talking about her offensive accolades, obvious with today with her 1,500th point, but what's the young girl's name I put you on? 25? Kenzie. Very good player.
Yeah.
And, hey, I challenged her at halftime, said, hey, you got to lock her down and make her hate life for about the next 16 minutes. And she did a great job. And that's what we've got to have out of every one of our seniors and every one of our players.
Right. Well, we talked about the game here. Let's talk about both of you. Career milestones today. We'll talk about yours first, Coach Archer. 37 years of coaching, 500 career wins. I'm not sure when you're going to ever call it quits, maybe never. But, first off, congratulations. 500, that's a lot of wins, a lot of different teams. And, I know you have been blessed to be able, the last 37 years, you got to coach a lot of great players. Yes. And kind of just talk a little bit, all the way from kind of the beginning of your career till now. It kind of probably seems like a long time ago, but, time flies. We're having fun.
It does. And I'll go back even further. When I was her age, I was a 17-year-old from Indiana that came to SBU to go play basketball. And when I got here, her grandparents were my adopted parents at SBU. So I spent a lot of time at her granddad's house because we were too poor to do anything else. We'd watch TV over there and used to take my wife on dates over there. And, I take a look back at that and less about me and more about just this whole situation. For me to reach my milestone, that's great. Yes, don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of great people in my life get me to this point, but this young lady right here doing what she's done, and for us to be able to do it on the same day, I think there were a couple people looking down on us and blessing us today, no doubt in my mind.
Well, you're 100% right, and it's amazing how God makes things work. And, you talk about the very beginning of your career and how the impact of her grandparents, and now, 37 years later, you're standing right here, watching their own granddaughter, which I know would be sitting right over there in the front row if they could be. But, as we've said before, already on air, they've got the best seat in the house. Yes, and, now let's transition over here to Carly. 1,500 career points. I remember watching Carly as a little girl back over at the courts, back when the courts was a popular thing in Southwest Missouri. And, I know your dad has been an extreme role model for you and a lot of other coaches that has helped you get to this point. But, first off, Carly, just congratulations. That's a great accomplishment. Any words of thanks or anything that you want to give to anybody out there?
I just want to say thanks to everyone who supported me, friends, family, coaches. I couldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without them. So,
no, that's incredible. And, like I said, I've got to watch Carly ever since she was a little girl, and she's always been a competitor and somebody that's always wanted to win. The Cribs, they don't like to lose, a lot like the Franskas. We don't like to lose. Losing is not an option. But, Carly's going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever put on the Bolivar Lady Liberator uniform. And she's going to be up there with the names of, Casey Garrison, Lauren Gregory, and all them. And that's quite the Sandy Jacobson. That's quite the stellar of names.
That's a who's who list of Lady Liberator basketball. I mean, I don't know if you realize this or not, because I coached a lot of the girls that are on that list, and you're in very high company.
Very high company. So that's awesome. Well, I know you got a lot of people right here behind us that's wanting to celebrate, anxiously waiting. So I'm going to let you guys get to them. But thank you guys so much for jumping on the air here. Congratulations to both of you. Coach Archer, 500 career wins here today. Carly Cribs eclipsing the 1,500th career point of her career. She's only got 500 points more to go till she reaches 2,000. So maybe she can get it here before the end of her senior year. That's a tough task, but, I bet she can do it. So
she shoots like she did today, she'll get there.
That's right. So congratulations to you guys. Enjoy this victory. And we'll take a few days off, and we will see you back up at Tipton against Warsaw on Saturday evening.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right. That was Coach Darren Archer reaching his 500th career win, and Carly Cribs eclipsing her 1,500 career point here in the 62-38 victory for the Lady Liberators here in the Consolation Championship. Well, that's going to wrap us up here at Weiser Gymnasium here at the end of the Pink and White Lady Classic. The Lady Liberators will take a few days off, and they will head back up on the road to the Tipton Shootout on Saturday afternoon, and they will tip off at 5:30 against the Warrensburg Lady Tigers. Well, we're going to take a few hour break, and we'll be right back on here as we will head on over across the streets to the Liberators, and they will be taking on the Ozark Tigers for 5th place in the gold division of the blue and gold. Thank you all for listening in, and we will see you here in a few hours. You're listening on YourCountry99.
This Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Recreation Center, Southwest Sewer and Septic, Ankrum Law, Mid-Missouri Bank, Warwick Electric, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Cleanworks, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Winfield Tax Service, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, Bolivar Flooring, Butler Funeral Home, Bill Grant Ford, Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator athletics and the support of our kids.